Hello everyone and welcome to Season 3 of Ten Hag's Horrific Task. So far we've come joint top of the Premiership in Season 1. Season 2 we lost in the Champions League final but won the FA Cup and finished third in the league. And Season 3 we need to push and go one step even further. Not been the best start of the season so far, though we did lose to Liverpool 4-0 on the opening day before beating Wolves 3-0. But let's have a quick look and see what I have done in the transfer market. Right, so as you can see, three big signings. Let's have a look at the outgoings first. So, Wan-Bissaka went for 31 million to RB Leipzig. Teden Mengi went to Bournemouth. I don't know where they got the money from, really, but they paid 24 million for him. He's worth 31 now, but that's a big signing for them. James Garner went to Wolfsburg for 20 million. Dean Henderson going out to Newcastle for 17 million. He was getting a bit annoyed. He wasn't getting much game time with us at the moment, so we had to let him go, I suppose. Facundo Pellistri has gone over to Mexico to play for America. That was another 11.75. Dylan Levitt went to Benfica for 9.75 million. Ethan Laird to Celtic for 9 million. And then Jamal Lascelles, the player we brought in as a bad backup in Season 1. We sold him on for 2.2 million to Galatasaray. So lots of players out. We really have had a clear out this season, haven't we, really? And we've made 125 million, which has allowed us to make three pretty damn good signings. So first of all, Yusufa Moukoko. We know he's a fantastic player, is one of the main youngsters on Foot Manager to purchase, so was definitely a big one for me to try and get a hold of. We paid 63 million for him up front, with some other clauses and so forth. I'm pretty excited. I mean, he's not really played much for Dortmund at all, has he? He's been a sort of second team player for them, really. But we need to obviously elevate him up to the next level, and he's going to be a massive signing for us, as is our new left back Lucas Hernandez. We needed stronger wing backs. We need to improve our attack moving forward, as well as our defence as well. We're not getting many clean sheets, and I thought bringing in someone like Lucas Hernandez was definitely going to help us out. Again, another big deal at 65 million, but I think it's definitely worth it. And the last player we brought in, a young goalkeeper, Georgi Mamadashvili. Another player that I buy a lot on Foot Manager, but I've never had to say his name out loud, so, you know. We have loaned him straight out to a Bundesliga 2 side. He's going to be, hopefully, the long-term replacement for De Gea. He's not quite ready as of yet, but it's definitely a deal that I think in the future will come in clutch for us. So those are the players we've purchased and sold so far. Again, I think when it comes to tactics-wise, I mean, I would play more probably like that. I think we're still looking with De Gea in goal. At left back, then we're going to go with Lucas Hernandez now. The two centre-backs of De Ligt and Varane. Right back, probably, I was going to say probably Timber, because I think he's got the better future. Two defensive midfielders in Declan Rice and in Frankie de Jong. De Jong getting the Mazzala role to allow him to do more assists as well, higher up the pitch. And of course, Bruno Fernandes playing behind the striker. Where is he? There he is. Then out on the left, of course, we've got Rashford. Out on the right, we've got Sancho. And then up front, still at the moment, we're going to go with Cristiano Ronaldo. However, it does seem like he's dropping away a bit now. And that is going to allow us to play the likes of João Pedro, Anthony Elanga, as well as Moukoko. Just to give him a few more options. Of course, we've got the Armenian lad as well. And in defence-wise, Ignacio is now up to 3.5 stars as well. So he's going to get a lot of first-team football, and he's going to eventually break through and take one of these two guys out of that position. So let's see what happens. We're going to push forward now and see what the end of January holds for us. Right, so here we are then, end of January, and we're in a very familiar position. Third place behind Liverpool and Manchester City. It's been an okay first half of the season. Let's have a quick look at the schedule. Champions League-wise, we had a pretty good run, including a 7-0 win at home against Slavia Prague. Carabao Cup, we've been eliminated already. FA Cup, we're moved forward into the 4th round. Champions League, first knockout stage, we've got Juventus. So we're still doing okay in the cups that matter. Obviously knocked out the Carabao. Let's see what... There we go, got it back. Right, so on the outs, we've got a couple of youngsters, and Luke Shaw went to Newcastle for 6.25 million. Was unhappy at the lack of football. Of course, been replaced this season by Hernandez, shall I say, at left back. And in terms of the incomings, we have had a few. A few of these are going to be youngsters, obviously. So first of all, Ossie Robinson, young English midfielder again, one the scouts picked up, who I quite like the look of. Also another youngster, we might have seen him in yesterday's or the day before's video, Vladimir Babic, the young Bosnian striker, finally become old enough to move across to our club. Again, the scouts thought he was great, so we brought him in and dropped him into the academy. Sebastian Avalos. I don't know how I feel about this one. The scouts said that he had a really good future, but for me, a few of those stats are really just out. And again, he's just got weird positions. He's a centre-back, he's a natural, but he can play as a central midfielder. Yeah, I'm not sure, but the scouts said he was good, and we managed to get him for 750k. There's not really that much of a risk, was there, really? Also, Mustafa Sonez. Now, this is one that I did agree with the coach, or the scouts even. Really good mental attributes. Physical needs a little bit of work, and his technical needs a bit of work as well. But for 18 years of age, it was a more expensive deal for a youngster at 10 million, but I think it's definitely worth it for the future, and we should get some good years out of him. And the big signing we got, who is not a regen, is another guy that I love on this game in Benjamin Sesko. And look at that, already 4-star. We paid 21 million for him, and he's already possibly the best striker we have. I've had him on loads of previous games, and he is so, so good. So I had to pick him up again. As you can see, so far, 3 Premiership matches and 3 goals straight off the bat. So has been a fantastic signing so far, and his value has shot up as well. So goals-wise, let's bring the unavailable people back. There we go. So goals-wise, 17 for Ronaldo, 15 for Fernandez, 8 for Moukoko, 7 for Sancho, 6 for Rashford, 6 for Delete, 3 for Sesko, who's only just signed. Another chunk for Ignacio. He gets a lot, doesn't he? I've only just noticed this. And when it comes to assists, 16 assists for Bruno Fernandes, who, of course, is still just an absolute incredible player for us, isn't he? So look at the assistants depth now. As you can see, they now class Sesko. Well, they class him strongest at that role, but if you played a different role, then Ronaldo is stronger. But still, he is very much in the mix, isn't he? And he's going to be our long-term future, because Ronaldo now, how old is he? Oh, Cristiano, he's 38 years of age. He's not got long left in him. He's starting to decline quite rapidly. He could even retire at the end of this season. So Sesko, I think, is coming in just the right time. Actually, in the league, so Haaland has already got 28 goals for Man City. 28 bloody goals. They've only played 25 games. It's sickening, isn't it, really? But there we go. Let's get on to the end of the season now. I feel like, again, we're going to struggle to get much higher than third at this point in time. We're only 4 points behind Man City with a game in hand, so you never know. We're not going to win the league this season. I know that for definite. So I think we need to finish at least third and then have another good run in the Champions League and see how we get on there. But yeah, let's get to the end of the season and see how we get on. You know what, Ten Hag? I think that is a very, very good run. To finish second in the Premiership, granted we're 12 points beneath Liverpool, but we're 10 points ahead of Manchester City, which is fantastic. And as you can see here, we're second highest goals scored, second best goals conceded as well. So goal difference was a lot better this season as well. So let's see how we got on then. So whiz through. Okay, so January we had a great run. And then after January, look at that. I mean, apart from the Juventus game where we got knocked out of the Champions League in the first knockout stage, was disappointing. We lost 1-0 in the first leg. But if you look at the run of games, look. we didn't lose a league game. The last league game we lost was the 1st of January. We won the FA Cup this year. So that's the FA Cup 2 years in a row now we've got the FA Cup. Second in the Premiership. You know what? That was pretty damn good then. So, I mean, did we beat Liverpool? Yeah, we beat Liverpool as well. You know what? That's not bad, I suppose. We're getting better again. Second in the Premiership's fantastic. Winning the FA Cup for the second year in a row is fantastic. Champions League was disappointing. But I think it is definitely showing even more improvement. Let's have a look at our own team then, see how we got on. 26 goals from Fernandes. Okay. And 26 assists. So Fernandes contributed 52 goals, which is amazing. Ronaldo scored 21 and assisted 5. Sesko, of course, took some of Ronaldo's game times, hence why Ronaldo's down at 34 games. Is he shown as retiring? He is. Ronaldo is retiring at the end of this season. So that was his last season with us, which is just what I brought Sesko when I did then, to be honest, because he scored 16 in 20, which is fantastic. Rashford with 12 goals. Sancho with 10 as well. Moukoko scored 9 goals and 11 starts, which is fantastic. 9 for João Pedro as well. Another 5 for Ignacio and Delete as well. The centre-backs really pitching in with the goals the last couple of seasons. So looking pretty good. I mean, assist-wise then, Diego Dallo got 15 assists from wing-back, which is pretty impressive. Hannibal with 8 assists. Well, Hannibal playing a lot of football for us this season. And you can see why. His stats are really starting to move up now as well. Okay. That's how did the young Scotsman do? He got 1 substitute appearance. But as you can see, his stats have gone up as well. So we might see some more of him. Marsha Devili, who was away on loan. 9 clean sheets for him on that loan. Got Garnacho, was away on loan. Oh, he's showing his Spanish on this then, is he? He's got the under-21 cap for Spain. Of course, in real life, he's gone with Argentina now. Shola Shortire as well, looking like a player who might get some first-team football in the near future. We'll have to keep an eye on it all, I suppose. Right, so look at the Premiership itself then. Haaland with another 44 goals in the Premiership in 38 games. Mbappe with 26, which is a really good result, in fairness, but it's just not good enough, is it, when Haaland is knocking in as many goals as he is, I suppose. Patson Daka did incredibly well with 26 for Leicester, which only saw Leicester finish 9th in the league, which is not ideal for them. But again, I think this is another encouraging season. We're getting better and better. I mean, we're not the top team at this point in time, don't get me wrong. But we are showing promise. We are showing that we are progressing season after season after season. Of course, next season will be our first one without Cristiano Ronaldo, so it might be tricky, but I feel like Benjamin Sesko has already come in and showed his ability, and I feel like we're going to be able to get a lot of goals out of him. But that will be for another day. So thank you very much for watching this one. I will be back with you in a couple of days' time, and we'll go through season number 4? Yeah, season number 4 to see how we have progressed even further. And hopefully we can do one step more. I mean, what is one step more? We need to win the Premiership, obviously. We've not done that yet. We need to win the Champions League. We've not done that yet. We've won the FA Cup twice, which is great. I'm not going to worry too much about the FA Cup now moving forward, but we need to go that one step further in the Champions League, and we need to go that one step further in the Premiership. And that hopefully will be next episode. Let's go and see.